Okay, the John Rodriguez, that's what he calls himself. John wants to know about this concept of energy management. He watched my time management video before, and he said he recently heard someone describe this concept of energy management, and he wants to know what I think of it and how to utilize it. The thing is, John, I think you've got it confused a little bit. The term is a bit confusing. John wants to know, like, if I eat enough of the right foods and if I get enough sleep, will I be able to have energy to do the things and to develop the habits that I want to be able to do? Well, yeah, that's a given. It's basically a given that you're taking care of yourself. Anybody who's going to be a high performer in any area of their lives realizes that you need sleep, you need exercise, you need good food. So it's not about managing that. It's not about managing your ability to produce energy. What it's about is recognizing your biological responses to particular times of day. How and when do you have energy? So for example, I know that I have my most energy, I'm my smartest, I'm my brightest early in the morning, right? So when I do here's the thing, what you actually managing is activity, activity. What you're deciding to do is to take the most important activities of the day and do them when you have the most energy. So for me, the most important activities of my day usually are making videos. On Monday and Tuesdays, the very first thing I do when I have all of my best energy is I make these videos. Right? So I'm managing the activity based on my energy, right? Excuse me. So it's not necessarily that I'm manipulating my energy. Energy is what it is. That's why, I referred to your biology before, your physiology. You've got to actually become sensitive to when you are at your best. And then you want to take the most important activities and or the ones that you can only do when you have that type of energy, and put them over in that time frame. And for everyone, that's different. I have friends who get their best work done between 10 p.m. and 3 o'clock in the morning, right? But they've trained themselves in that way. They've got the most energy and they're most focused and they're most concentrated. They're most at peace because the phone doesn't ring that time of day, and you're not getting too many emails. So they do all their work then. They know themselves well enough that that is the best time for them to produce because of the energy associated with that time. You're also going to recognize, and I mentioned this in a talk that I did this weekend, that there are seasons of energy. So we're talking like microcosm, we're talking daily, but macrocosm, the macro experience of energy fluctuation, you're going to recognize in seasons. There are times when, bro, I'm balls to the wall, hardcore, move fast, get it done, less ball out and work seasons. And that might last like for a month, 2 months, 3 months maybe, and I could just go. Nothing's getting in my way. And then there are times when man, I just don't even want to open up the laptop. I just cannot do anything. What you've got to do is take full advantage of those go times when you feel really energetic and get as much work as you can done. Cram it in, because there will, guaranteed, as the sun rises and it sets, that there will be a season when you're 6 months later, when you're like, dude, I can't do anything. So what you've got to make sure happens, and sometimes it's difficult, I know, especially for me because I've got a family, that you don't take vacations during your hardcore time when you got all that energy. Don't take a vacation. Don't plan vacations. But you really, these seasons happen and they're unpredictable. So sometimes I'm camping with my kids and I'm like, I just want to work. And make sure that when you are physiologically unable to work, like you're just burnt out, or it's that season of rest, reaping and sowing, consuming and producing, right? That you just chill the fuck out. Don't try to work when you're in a season of chilling, because the work is going to be 10 times harder to do and it's going to come out crappy. So energy management is more of a sensitivity towards the type of energy you are producing that's coming up in your body, and then orienting your activities to be most closely associated with the productive times, and then your down activity for your least productive times. That's it, dude. Good luck.